Welcome back to Angry Roads. It is I, Dave, and we're here to talk about the Magic Cam. Magic Cam has gone through many updates since I've last done a video on this, and it used to be this running joke that every time I make a video, 2 days later they release a new update for the Magic Cam, and they really have kept up, not with the videos, but with the updates on the Magic Cam, to the point where now we essentially have probably one of the best AI filter creators in your pocket. The R1 can essentially take any prompt that you give it and will turn it into the thing that you see. So I'm going to put a few pictures up. I'll put some of the prompts that I did with those pictures underneath, just so you get an idea of some of the stuff I've been saying. I'm not going to share the real life photos of some of this because it does have a lot of people in it and I don't want to share that. Obviously everything else was shared with permission. It's mainly just me and my dog. But you'll see that the level of complexity and some of the cooler things that it can do. It can now create things out of nothing, which I think is very impressive. But I really want to just give a quick shout out to the fact that you can still do the original pixel art style, which I think is really important. It's such a cool thing that they've left in there. And I think it became like the quintessential R1 style, and I think I commented on this a few videos ago when talking about the Magic Cam, but it really did become the thing that I was looking for when I took a basic photo, or the thing I associated with the R1 and photos, so I'm really happy about that. I think this plays very well into the all-in-one AI box in your pocket, like the AI computing device in your pocket, this new Magic Cam thing where you can sort of take a photo or give it a prompt and make anything out of anything, really, or take a photo and change something about it. It obviously still really only focuses on filters, though, I would say. So what would be interesting, and I haven't tried it, and maybe I'll just try it after this, we'll see. If it's at the very end of this video, you'll know, but I'm going to try and take a photo of something and ask it just to remove an item from that photo and see what it does. But I think it's going to end up not doing it correctly, and I guess the reason I'm bringing that up is what's missing is photo editing, which is a very powerful tool that a lot of mobile phones do. You can take a photo and then sort of edit the photo to remove a bit here and there. I suppose there's a big difference between what it is that I'm doing with the R1, which is that it's really not doing the computing on the device, whereas the phones, you sort of do it on the device. So I'm not sure what that would look like, but let's do a test. Let's see what it's like. It'll be at the end of the video. We'll see what the experiment looks like. I'll take a couple and see if I can just remove an object from the photo. But outside of that, I think that this is one of the coolest updates that have come through. I can't remember the date exactly at this point, and like I said last time, because I'm just stepping back into these R1 videos, the days and times might be getting mixed up a little bit, but these are all updates that have happened since I've been gone, and I'm just working my way backwards. And I think the Rabbit team has just done a phenomenal job of proving their worth and value in the AI industry, at least in my opinion. The value that I've gotten from this device, based on the price that I paid for it, it's unbelievable. It's helped me so much, and it's really been a driving factor in my advancement in AI use, in daily use, I should say. So if you haven't tried already, link down below, get one for yourself, give it a go. I think it's definitely worth the price of entry. And that isn't even touching some of the most impressive features that have come through what's now becoming, the Rabbit ecosystem, which we will get to in another video. But until then, let's take a look at some photos. there you have it. What did you think? I think some of them are pretty cool. If you want to keep seeing videos like this, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time something goes up. And now for the test shots, let's see how they look. I'm going to try and remove these items from the photo. So as you can see, the water bottle worked, the dog did not. And this is the one thing I wanted to bring up about the Magic Cam. The content filter that it seems to trip up on over and over again, I really actually don't understand where it's getting its guidelines from. I do understand when you're using someone's name, but then again, I've seen people say, you know, add Einstein to my photo as an example, and that's worked okay. So I get confused as to when it is okay and when it's not okay, or what does it think is okay or not. The text that the prompt that I gave it for removing the dog is the same as removing the water bottle, but for whatever reason, it thinks that the content, or trips up the content filter. So I'm not sure exactly what it's tripped up on. It'd be interesting. If you do know, let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to understand a bit better about what exactly does trip up the content filter. But that's it for now. Until then, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.